Hi, Charity Simmons, PSP fitness instructor. Today I'm going to give you a vinyasa flow or a power flow yoga class, about 20 minutes. If you want to have any equipment, you don't require any equipment, but if you want to go grab a bolster or a block, feel free, and maybe some water. I'm going to read this out. In reference to COVID-19, PSP is offering telefitness to Canadian Armed Force members. By using social media platforms, the telefitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Prior to participating in this session, to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from the qualified exercise professional or healthcare provider, consult the Get Active Questionnaire of Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference documents. The link is posted on the event description. By continuing with this telefitness class, you understand that there is a possibility of physical injury and you agree to do it so voluntarily, at your own risk. You also assume all risk of injury and agree to release the Canadian Forces Morale and Welfare Services from any and all claims related to your participation in this telefitness class. So we're going to get started. At the top of your mat, stand nice and tall. Start to open up your chest, grounding your feet to the floor, your big toe, your baby toe, and your heel. Engage your calves, lengthen and engage your quads. Really open up the chest and lengthen your spine. Hands can be faced towards me. Chin off your chest and finding your breath. Inhale, we're going to reach up to the sky, lengthening the spine. Exhale, hinging it forward with a nice straight back. You can come to your knees here, the shins, or the floor. Eyes forward and lengthen. Open up that chest. Exhale as you plant the hands to the earth and step it back. As a unit, come down slow and controlled. You can always go to the knees here if you require it. Shoulder blades down and back as you inhale and lengthen and open up your chest, lengthening your spine and breathing. Make sure you use your back muscles there, not your hands. Come onto your toes, push up and back as a unit again. Hips to the sky, dropping your head, flattening out your shoulder blades, grounding the knuckles to the earth. Take the weight out of those wrists. Push your sit bones back. You can choose to pedal here if you like to loosen up the hips. You can drop your knees to the earth and then lengthen your spine and push back. Just kind of loosen it up a little bit. Eyes gazing forward. Inhale, hop or step forward. Try to alternate legs stepping forward and back, lengthening that spine. Exhale, head and chest fall. Inhale, reaching up to the sky, eyes to the light. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands again. Try to alternate those legs stepping forward and back. Come down as a unit. If you need to, go to your knees at any time. Shoulder blades down and back and peel away, lengthening your spine. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back again into downward facing dog. Sit bones nice and high to the ceiling, dropping your head, grounding the knuckles, flattening out the shoulder blades. Again, if you want to pedal here, you want to drop those knees and then sit bones to the sky, or if you just want to find stillness, finding your breath. Eyes gazing forward. Inhale, hop or step forward with a nice flat spine. Exhale, let your head and chest fall. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hinging it forward, nice flat back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step it back. Again, as a unit, keep those elbows closed. You can always go to the knees. Shoulder blades down and back and lengthen. Using your back muscles here, not your hands. Come down to your chest, onto your toes. Push up and back into downward facing dog. Sit bones nice and high to the sky. Finding your breath here. Finding your stillness. Eyes gazing forward. We're going to take that right leg up to the sky, hips are square, and step that leg all the way through. With a nice flat back, raise both arms to the light. Shoulder blades down and back. Back leg is long. Front knee is tracking the ankle. Chin off your chest and breathe. Slowly open up your back foot. Back foot is flat to the back of the mat. Both arms are being reached equally from one end of the room to the other. Shoulder blades down and back. Eyes gazing over that one middle finger. Feel both arms reaching from one end of the room to the other. Don't just reach the front arm. Reach the back arm as well. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over into proud warrior. Eyes to the light. Try to relax that back shoulder. Finding your breath. Try not to lose the lunge in that front leg. Keep the knee tracking the ankle. Back arch and front heel should kind of line up. Keeping the weight out of one side of the ankle or the other by grounding the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. Taking that front arm and bringing it onto your thigh, back arm reaches over top your head and reaches out. Try not to hunch up, keep strong. Keep distance between your ear and your shoulder. Eyes to the light, start to open up your chest. That bottom arm is like holding an invisible brick. Keep it strong, stay lengthened. Keep that front knee tracking the ankle. Back leg is engaged and strong. Slight tuck of the bum. Try not to push your bum out too far. Keep reaching towards me. Now reach both arms towards me. Keep reaching as you slowly roll onto your back toes. Nice flat back. Bring both hands to the earth. Left hand stays on the earth or left knuckle. Take your right hand to the sky as you follow it with your eyes. Stack your arms one on top of the other, opening up the chest. Keep lengthening the spine. Back leg is stretched and long. Find your breath if you've lost it. Take both hands to the earth. With a nice flat back, take both hands to the sky. Shoulder blades down and back, chin off your chest. Finding your breath if you've lost it. Back heel actively, trying to reach the earth. Front knee in that beautiful lunge, tracking the ankle. Taking both hands to the earth with a nice flat back, stepping back with that front leg. As a unit, come down. You can go to the knees if you require it. Slow and controlled. Fold your toes under and peel away, using the back muscles again, not your arms. Come down to your chest, onto your toes. Push up and back again as a unit. Go to your knees if required. And pushing your bum back. Dropping your head. Finding your breath. Rounding your knuckles to the earth. Take the weight out of the wrists. Back heels, back calves are long. Flattening out the shoulder blades. Just staying here for a couple more breaths. We're going to move on to the left leg. Take that left leg to the sky. Hips are square, and then step it through with a nice flat back. Raise both arms to the light. Crescent lunge or high lunge. Hips, knees, ankles are forward. Shoulder blades down and back. Chin off your chest. And again, that back heel is long. That back calf is long. Front knee is tracking the ankle. Finding your breath. Keep that spine long. Shoulder blades down and back. Keep reaching the arms to the leg. If your arms can go here or here, wherever you can do it. Remember, you don't have to look like me. Listen to your own body, where you're at. Open up, back foot is flat to the back of the mat. Both arms are being reached equally, so not just that front arm is being pulled, back arm as well. We like to drop that back arm a little bit. Keep it in line, keep it strong. Shoulder blades down and back. Eyes gazing over that front middle finger. Front knee is tracking the ankle. Back calf or back quad is engaged. Keep it strengthened. Keep it engaged. Taking the weight out of that knee. Find your breath. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over into proud warrior. Eyes to the light. Fingertips being pulled to the back of the room. Without looking, feel that front knee. Make sure it's tracking, make sure it's in line. The back foot, we don't want to give weight to one side of the ankle, so make sure you're grounding the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. Relax that back shoulder. Make sure it's not up by your ear. Taking that front arm onto your thigh, take the back arm and reach over top your head, and then follow your eyes to the light if you can. Slight tuck of the bum. Try to fit between that imaginary wall. Bottom arm is strong, holding that imaginary breath. Keep space between your ear and your shoulder. Try not to hunch up. And again, always listen to your body, where you're at. This is your practice. I'm just up here leading. Taking that bottom arm and reaching it towards me as well. Keep reaching both arms towards me. As you rotate with a nice flat back onto your back toes, take both hands to the earth. Right hand stays on the earth, left hand goes to the sky. Follow it with your eyes. Keep your hips square. Keep your back long, keep your back leg long. Find your breath. You can always go to the knuckles here if it's hard on the wrist, but there shouldn't be a lot of weight in that wrist. Keep your core strong. Take both arms to the earth, and then take both arms to the sky one more time. Keep that back knee strong, shoulder blades down and back. Hip, knee, ankle, everything's in line. Front knee is tracking the ankle, back calf, back heel is long. Finding your breath if you've lost it. Chin off your chest, lengthening that spine. Take both hands to the earth with a nice flat back. Take that back, front foot back. As a unit, come down slow and controlled. You can go to the knees here if you need to. Fold the toes under, shoulder blades down and back, and peel away, lengthening the spine. Come down to your chest, onto your toes. Push up and back into downward facing dog. Dropping your head, rounding your knuckles. Taking a few breaths here. We're going to go through that sequence one more time on each leg, but try to flow through it a little bit this time. Right leg, take it to the sky. Inhale. Step it through. Take both hands to the light. Press and lunge. Hip, knee, ankle is forward. Open up into warrior two. Back foot is flat. Eyes forward. Shoulder blades down and back. Back arm falls back into proud warrior. Eyes to the light. Reaching that top arm to the back of the room. Taking that top arm down onto your thigh. Back arm reaches over top your head. Eyes to the light. Space between your ear and your shoulder. Take both arms and reach them out. Put that back nice and straight, nice and long. Roll onto your back toes. Plant both hands to the earth. Left hand stays on the earth, right hand makes its way to the sky. Open up your chest, eyes to the light. Lengthening that back leg. Both hands to the earth, and then both hands to the light. Press and lunge. Finding your length, finding your breath. Both hands to the earth, step it back into plank. As a unit, come down to your chest. Peel away. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back, down dog. Holding it here for a couple of counts, a couple of breaths. And then moving on to the left leg. Left leg, take it to the sky. Hips are square. and step it through. With a nice flat back, raise both arms to the leg. Open up, warrior two, back foot is flat. Arms are reaching, eyes forward. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over into proud warrior. Eyes to the leg. Fingertips being pulled to the back of the room. Top arm on your thigh. Back arm reaches over top your head towards me. Find space between your ear and your shoulder. Both arms reach towards me. Nice flat back. Come onto your back toes. Plant the hands to the earth. Right hand stays to the earth. Left hand opens up to the sky. Eyes follow if you can. Both hands to the earth. And then both hands to the sky. Lengthen and breathe. Both hands to the earth. Step it back into plank. As a unit, come down. Elbows stay close if you can. Pull the toes under. Cobra, lengthen. Elbows stay close. As a unit, push up and back. Down dog, dropping your head. Finding your breath. You can choose to stay in down dog for a couple breaths. If you want to go into resting child's pose, that's an option. And if you want to sneak a drink, that's an option as well. So go ahead and get a drink. Down dog, resting child's pose. If you're not in resting child's pose, go into resting child's pose. So big toes together. Knees can be apart or together. Nice flat spine. You can really reach those arms out if you want. If you want to soften the elbows a little bit, go ahead. If you want to grab a block or a towel or a bolster, whatever you want, something for under your head, go ahead. If not, you can also stack your fists one on top of the other. Use that as well. Find your breath. Try to calm your mind. Nice and slowly. We're going to make our way up. If you have two flat blocks, go ahead and use them. If you don't, just give your mat a little bit of a roll for your knees. We're going to go into frog stretch. So just opening up those hips a little bit. You can choose to stay up nice and high here, lengthening your spine, or you can slowly make your way down onto your forearms. And this is where you can use that block again, stack your fists. So we're looking for a nice long spine. Relax your neck, your shoulders. If you want to stay in stillness here, stay in stillness. If you want to kind of move that neck from side to side, drop your chin, do a couple of head bobs, whatever feels good for that neck. Getting out of the position is just as important as getting in. So no quick movements. Take it nice and easy. Take your time. We're going to make our way to our backs. And on your back, you're going to go into cannonball. So you can choose to lift that neck up, that head up, and your shoulders off the mat. Grab both knees nice and tight. You can leave that head and neck on the mat if you want. You can roll from side to side. Whatever you like, just kind of find your option. If you like doing maybe one knee at a time, just kind of make any movements you need to make before we go into Savasana. So just kind of get out any kinks. If you want your knees bent and just kind of let your knees drift from side to side. Maybe you want to stretch yourself out nice and long. Breathe it out. So kind of do whatever feels good here. Just to stretch out that back and those hips. And then when you're ready, we're going to make our way into Savasana. Traditional Savasana is laying on your back, letting the feet kind of fall out to the side, palms to the sky. If this is not comfortable for you, just find a position that works for you. Try to find your quiet. And breathe. Slowly start to bring yourself back to the room. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Just being aware of your surroundings, my voice. And when you're ready, nice and slowly, rolling over onto one side of your body. And when you're ready, slowly make your way up into a seated position. You do half or full lotus, cross-legged on your knees. Whatever you like, just find a comfortable seated position. Hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.